Is Ivy's boobs.
See.
Sorry.
It's gonna be like.
Don't hear the words.
You might want to give this a little quiet.
Okay, what are the words?
Okay, slow, deep breaths, and and a gas. Okay, the main event during oral. Just look at that word.
How do you say it? How do you say anything during? I'm joking.
How many times do you have to say Missy come on before you actually come?
What? Say that again.
Oh my god, my blouse is stained.
Look out, Tomas, Sweet 16.
Everybody's so excited to come.
About your escapades, your French escapades.
It's kind of a lot of perverts in this city.
Yeah.
Like to look at Ivy.
What did they do?
Oh, Djibouti.
Okay,
One really fat black guy was like, he walked by me and he was like,
he either said your booty or you gave me a woody.
Okay. He didn't say that. And then one guy was driving a truck or something, and he was and he waved, and then I was like, hi, and he said.
And then some guy with no teeth started like
and he was
following
he was talking to me, and then I was like, sorry, I don't speak English, and he was like, oh, I speak English. And then
right now,
by the metro, there was this guy and his teeth are really spaced out pretty far apart, and he was going like this. And so I just held Chaz's hand and pretended that he was my boyfriend.
But that's not just the significant ones. There's plenty of guys. Okay, there's this guy on the roof, and
she's totally making that one up. That guy, she's just crazy. He wasn't even looking at me. He was like, there's like 60,000
I swear to God. I swear to God, he was at the bar, and we were talking about it, and he was like, Djibouti, but he said it with his eyes. He said it with his eyes, Ivy.
There's some guy in front of a jewelry store who went like this when I walked by.
No joke, every black guy that she's seen, he's looked.
If they're over the age of
like 40, like 35. 35
my favorite is Djibouti. Okay. Also, there's the guy who looked at the Asian guy who looked at her, and he was going, do it.
Oh, it was like,
So I'm thinking that means that he wants her to get into his pants, and then the ho means for how long? How many times did he do it?
I don't know, Missy. That's not even what I meant. He was just saying friendly hello.
What was today in Paris like?
Huh?
What was today in Paris like?
Today was probably the most interesting day. One of the top 10 and most interesting days of my life.
Okay, what happened?
Do I really have to get into it?
Yes. Okay, first we went to Subway in that disgusting bathroom.
Oh, you mean, okay, from like Notre Dame time.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we went to Subway, and the bathroom was like one of the most, like, at least in the top 3 most disgusting bathrooms I've ever been in. And there was like, it looked like someone had peed themselves all over the floor and then like wiped their butt and threw it on the floor. And then it smelled like Subway, so I guess someone threw up in the bathroom. And then when I walked in, I was like, like literally I gagged twice. And then I gagged later on thinking about it. And then I really had to pee, so that's the only reason I went in.
What's the funniest part?
And then Chaz had to go to the bathroom.
It was nice.
Okay, so
and then yeah, imagine if I would have went with you, then that would be so embarrassing. Okay, so then Chaz was like, I really gotta go, but I can't use that bathroom. So we went to like this fancy restaurant bathroom. And I went in with Chaz to like ask if he could go to the bathroom, and then the guy was like, oh, and he was making like these crazy French faces, and I was like, oh no, Chaz just has to go to the bathroom, and he's like, no, like he was inviting me to go to the bathroom with Chaz. And then
when we get outside,
yeah, no, wait, no. And then when Chaz is in the bathroom, the guy's like, why not, mademoiselle? He is, wait, what did he say? He is a treasure. And I was like,
and then he was like, and you are très jolie.
I was like, oh, thank you. I'm glad they make a lovely couple, but he just needs to potty. And then,
or do something else.
I'm mortified.
Potty covers everything.
Yeah.
Always. Except, I don't know, private time. But I hope that's what Chaz
Not the only private time.
I hope that's not what.
Okay, and then what happened after you guys came out?
Oh, and then we go outside, and these French guys are looking at Ivy like, ah! They freaked.
Yeah, that one was a little much. I mean.
And then what happened after you came out? You realized that you didn't have to go pee?
Oh God, don't remind me. Okay, so I went in, and I was supposed to be number 2. Just to let you know. And I walk out and I realize I only went number 1. And I paid. And I was like, why did it spend 50 cents and I didn't even have to go to the bathroom?
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
It was weird.
Ivy, how many French guys have hit on you today?
Ivy, I wonder
Around 5.
Okay.
how bad.
Like, want to go to the triangle? Chaz was like, you can go by train.
Okay, ready?